Hello guys. You are on the channel Alice Reddit Stories. Enjoy watching. TLDRIF late 30s, fell madly in love with my good friend, am late 30s, and I am not sure if I should try to pursue him, since I am afraid of ruining the friendship and we already have a history together. And this is killing me. I'll call my friend T. We met 10 plus years ago through mutual friends and I tried hitting on him several times, but got gently friend-zoned. He's a very attractive man. I always thought he's way out of my league. His friend zone is full of disappointed ladies. We stayed friends and he was an amazing friend this whole time. Frankly, probably the best friend I ever had. We shared a friend group, went on trips together and generally spend a lot of quality time, both one-on-one and in a group setting. He's an outgoing person and has a lot of friends, while I am an introvert and struggle to keep friendships. In the meantime, I found a BF, who was our mutual acquaintance and a member of our friend group. It was not a great relationship and was never meant to be permanent, but it lasted a couple of years anyway. My BF was jealous of T and I had to cut contact significantly. Since I had feelings for him previously, I agreed seeing him was not fair to my BF. My BF was very controlling and isolated me from my remaining friends as well. When I finally broke up with him, I resumed contact with T, but the friend group already parted ways. People got married and moved on with their lives. It was also the pandemic, so we couldn't really meet in person anymore. We chatted online frequently though. However, while I was dating my ex, one of our mutual friends told me in great secret that apparently T confided in them that he was in love with me and me getting together with another man broke his heart. Which was pretty surprising since T never once shown any sort of romantic interest in me. Or in anyone. I didn't really believe them back then. That friend was a bit of a shit stirrer. I decided not to confront T about it since I really liked the guy as a friend and I didn't want to make things awkward. And now to the present day, we're back to being regular friends. Pandemic is over. T invited me to go on vacation with him and his other friends like we used to back in the day and I happily agreed. And it was epic. I haven't had this much fun since I don't know how long. He's probably even more good-looking than he was when we first met and he is an amazing company. We are both single. I couldn't stop looking at him. All the feelings I had for him 10 years ago came back like a tidal wave. I can't stop thinking about him. To make matters worse, another one of our mutual friends saw our photos on FB and congratulated me privately on finally getting together since she knew T used to have feelings for me in the past. Apparently, I was the only one who didn't know that. We had a blast, but we didn't get together. He still hasn't shown a single romantic inclination. I tried flirting jokingly, but he shut me down immediately with the most deadpan responses. And 10 years is a lot of time. I doubt he spent it silently harboring feelings for me, if he even had any in the first place. When we first met, he recently got out of a long-time relationship with his ex-girlfriend and the breakup was brutal. And during the whole time that I've known him, he never got together with anyone. He sometimes complained to me about girls I knew hitting on him and making things weird, and I kinda felt bad for him. I definitely don't want to be one of those girls and make things uncomfortable for everyone. What do I do now? It's been weeks since our get-together and I spend every waking moment pining for him like a teenager. But I know this will eventually pass and I value him as a friend so much I don't want to do anything unnecessary. Do I just bluntly confess I'm in love, get rejected and move on? I find the confession thing cringe as hell. I'm a firm believer in flirting and just rolling with it, but it never worked with this dude back in the past. And I really don't want to lose him as a friend. I don't date. When I want sex, I download a dating app, meet someone who's DTF, sleep with him a few times, and call it off. It's worked for me for a number of years. I am very emotionally distant and didn't think I was capable of falling for someone. Until now, I found someone whose biography intrigued me. Without getting into details, he listed a lot of qualities that were attractive to me. His bio said he was in the process of ending a marriage. Not a big deal to me. He was looking for long-term relationships and friends. I was looking for something between those two. I right-swiped first, he right-swiped, we matched, and he messaged me. He never brought up sex. I didn't either. That never happens on Tinder. At the very least, the hornier individual brings up cuddling, or thinking the other person has pretty eyes. Something. But it just never happened. We had some good conversations. By the time we had talked a few times, I knew I wanted to sleep with him. He asked if I wanted to meet. I said yes. We met at a restaurant near my house. When I saw him, I felt tingles, but I kept my cool. After all, I had no way of knowing whether he was DTF, and I respected his boundaries. We ate and had the best conversation I've had in so long. When we were done, he told me he wanted to see me again, and then he said, "Unless you have time." He was looking in my eyes and I could only nod. I found my voice and asked if he wanted to come to my place. On a first date off of Tinder. Not sure what I was thinking, we went home. He asked if he could kiss me, I said yes, and you know what? Turns out he was DTF. So we do it, but have good convo in between. He tells me he loves my body, which is a big deal to me. We got together again a couple days later. I remembered to ask him about ending his marriage this time. Have you guessed it yet? Not only is he still married, he's living with her, and she doesn't know he's in the process of ending his marriage. Here's the story. Dead bedroom, distant wife, spent all his money on a venture that didn't pay off. He resents her for it and does not want to reconcile. He has a high sex drive and misses sex. He is planning on telling her in the next few months after he gets set up at a new job and can afford an attorney. Their lease is coming up soon, at which point she wants to buy a house. He does not want to do that, so will break up with her then. In the meantime, he wants to meet someone he gets along with both sexually and intellectually. Well, guess what? He did. We are an incredible match. My heart 100% believes him. My head is smarter than my heart and knows he will not ever leave her. Then my heart is like, why even mention the marriage in his bio then? He's obs being truthful. The only friend I've told about him tells me I'm side P*SSY and to break it off. I need an outsider's view. Is there any chance he's being truthful? I both 100% believe him and know he's probably lying at the same time. I don't want to stop seeing him. I need to hear that I should break it off. Please tell me what to do. Edit. I am going to break up with him today. I'm quite mentally and emotionally self-aware, and I process things by talking them through. I knew what Reddit was going to say about my situation, and I knew I needed to hear it. Bottom line is I know what I'm doing is wrong. I feel bad about myself, and I never feel bad about myself. This is not fair to his wife, first and foremost, but it's not fair to me either. There is an easy way to fix this, and it is to end it. Which I shall do today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. There are many interesting stories ahead of you.